Okay, so I ended last time a little quick because I wanted to jump right into this, but just a small recap. At the end of last episode, um, this girl showed up who's been staying at the shrine. She looks just like Makise, but it's so basically she must be Makise's daughter from the future who Mayuri adopted. When she saw Mayuri, everything happened at once. So when she saw Mayuri, she passed out, I think because she's remembering who she is. Okabe realized she must be a time traveler because the Upa is old, even though it just came out. And Suzuha walked in right then, and she recognizes her. It's the girl they were looking for. So let's see what they're gonna do here. It does make you wonder, like, if you knew someone really well, like, say you had a favorite niece or nephew, and you knew them really well, but then you didn't see them for 10 years, would you be able to recognize them? I don't know. I don't know if I could.
When we first found you, it was the only time.
Now they have to decide, can we tell her everything? Because the knowledge that you came from the future is kind of dangerous, especially are they going to tell her how they lost her? Because that in itself could trigger some bad stuff, because we don't know why she kind of went a little nuts and ran off in 1998.
Don't be.
Yeah.
Well, Kagura moved to a
Because let's basically list off who knows what here of the original lab members. So Okabe, of course, knows. Suzuha knows. Daru knows about time travel because he's necessary for it. And Ferris knows. But I don't think that they told Mayuri for obvious reasons. And it looks like probably none of their other friends know. So how are they gonna? The people who don't know who Suzuha really is are gonna have a tough time getting this explained to them. How she knows Kagure.
different neighborhood when they were still really young.
You don't remember anything about.
Sorry, I keep stopping, but I keep coming up with stuff and I don't want to miss anything. So Kagure got amnesia, but when did she get amnesia? Did she get it in 1998 or was it later? Like, when was she found with amnesia? Because if it was this year, like August this year, that's a world line point where the time machine is either made or not made, the phone wave and all that. And the same thing happened to Suzuha in the alpha world, in the bad beta world line. The one where she goes back in her time machine, but it's broken. And as soon as she gets back to the 1970s, she completely forgets who she is. But she remembered in the year 2000 because the Y2K is a world line point. It kind of triggered her memories to come back. So I wonder, I think Kagure maybe didn't lose her memory until just this year, because this was a world line point where, like, she either exists or doesn't exist. At her past either exists as it is or doesn't. So I think maybe that caused her to get amnesia. We'll see.
Who you are?
Or she time traveled
That's right.
and it was effed up.
Oh wow. Sorry. That has to be really painful for you because it means you can't remember all the people you love the most in the world.
Yeah,
Seriously, amnesia must be the saddest thing that could ever happen.
that's
to
always been
anyone.
Mayuri's problem with
It's
time travel.
heartbreaking. So if you ever need help with something, just tell me. I'd be happy to do whatever I can. I'm here, okay?
She's so good. Oh no. She remembers.
Why are you
She's
crying? Did I
she
say something I shouldn't have?
she doesn't have the memories, but she has the feelings that go along with interacting with her. Like, her emotions are still there.
Professor, not cool, come on.
Oh wait, were you messaging with your boyfriend?
He is not my boy.
If you're a small person, I want to apologize from all the larger people on the planet. I know probably your friends manhandle you more than they should just because you're small and cute. We apologize. We don't know how annoying it is.
Friend.
Why do you want to let it in? She's been all this time.
That is a good question. I've been wondering about that part too, actually. But it's not like we can force her to remember and tell us everything, you
Did
know?
CERN find her back in
Don't they say those
1998
memories come
already
back on their own out of
and
nowhere?
had her
All we can do now
under
is be
lock and key?
patient.
Maybe. But do we have that
Ooh,
luxury?
how about this?
He's scary.
I won't let you do
Yeah.
something like that.
She's remembering when she lost her.
Voice. Calgary!
Did she shoot her?
Are you okay?
She's remembering and she's wondering what was happening there in her brain.
Hey,
Was it time travel related
Are we
or
supposed
what?
to be going to the shrine right now to celebrate the new year and stuff?
Yeah, we are.
So,
Oh,
like, why are
whoa.
we stuck in this awkward situation?
I just had something and I gotta say it now so that I can know if I'm right later or not. So, we know that in the future that Suzu came from. Well, wait a minute though. She can't be Makisei's daughter because Makisei's dead in that timeline. You see what I'm saying? So I think this kid actually came from the Beta world line where Kurisu lived. But that Kurisu was under CERN's control from 2010 all the way till her death in 2036. Meaning, if she had a daughter, that daughter would have also been under CERN's control. Now, we're supposed to believe she's Kurisu's daughter, right? She looks exactly the same. But that's impossible in the Alpha world line because Kurisu died in 2010. Which means this kid not only time traveled already before she was adopted in the future, or at least she changed between world lines, but she was at least partially raised under CERN control. Now, I don't know what's going on there, but that could be important. This kid time traveled before she was adopted by Mayuri in the future. Had to have.
Hey.
But oh,
Ocarine! You okay, bro?
I'm good. It's nothing. Shall we?
with the "Believe Me" track underneath there. Oh,
Over here, meow! No way. You're not. What's wrong? Did I do something bad? Ruka is as beautiful as ever. Don't you agree?
she just now realized Ruka's a dude.
I refuse to believe this. It's not true. I reject it.
It is the truth, sweetheart. But if you need some proof, we could show you.
Are you serious?
Uh-oh. Oh, poor Ruka. If you want
What you
if you want the truth, we can show you.
Very
Ooh,
nice.
Mayuri's friends are perverts too. Wow.
You agree? She wouldn't accept. I'm kind of floored. It's crazy. She's just like Kurisu.
I think?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
She-
they're
oh,
identical.
She hadn't
almost.
seen her.
I don't know. I can't say I agree.
And what's Okabe thinking right now? Like,
Anyway,
he's
I
like,
think we
this is
understand
weird.
each other.
he knows she's from the
Not on the
future,
dais.
but he also knows Kurisu's
Things
dead in
can
that
go on
future.
as They are. You won't ever get closure. You need to make a choice before work starts up again after the holiday. I don't know.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh,
Oh, thank
I
you.
have a feeling this is the last hurrah of everyone together being happy, and then it's gonna hit us like the first series did.
Guess they couldn't
Bad
make
stuff's
it.
gonna start to go down.
Rutaro! Righto, friends. We should-
Whoa. Okay. I was gonna say he's not a playful pervert like Daru, but that that professor knows something. I was right to be suspicious of her. She saw Kagure, and she was like, so this was the CERN mole that was close to Kurisu, because they knew she invented the time machine, so they had that knowledge somehow. So they had people close to her. This is it.
We get going ourselves.
Oh, shout
Hey,
out.
you're too scared.
Also, I do have to mention there's something here. Gosh, in one of the world lines, I'm forgetting which one. They didn't have this in the anime series, but in the game, there's actually an ending where you figure out Mr. Braun's daughter, the little girl in this scene, is also from the future. She it's in the timeline where Mr. Braun shoots himself. If you stop there, she actually uses the time leap machine, which still exists in that timeline, to go all the way back to when she like uses it in 4-day increments. It goes all the way back, so uses it like hundreds of times. Goes back to when the time leap machine was invented, which is as far as you can use it to go back, to get revenge on Okabe for her father killing himself. And whenever I see her, I'm kind of reminded that, like, whoa, in one world line, this little girl is like super evil. And I always wonder if she's still in there or if this is normal her.
Grandmother?
So fast.
Who's that? Ooh.
That's right.
Huh. Mr. Braun noticed something, but he feels like these girls are helping his daughter, so he's gonna protect them.
I think it's my baby.
That's why he took out his phone.
Hello, ma'am.
He's
Where
making
have
sure
you
it
been all night?
happens.
Hold on. Are you where I...
No. It's
This-
probably better this way.
This is good.
It's painful. I think Suzuha understands. She still thinks this world isn't right. But now that Kagure is here,
It's not.
even if she doesn't remember anything,
World War III is still coming,
it'll
dude.
change.
Oh,
And
by
you're
the
gonna
way,
live through it. Like,
is
he's destined to
Okabe
live
there
through
with
it.
you?
What now?
That's what Okabe is still not understanding, is that he can run all he wants from this timeline stuff, but the fact that Suzu came back means World War III is going to happen. He is going to get involved in it. Like, he has to remember that that's coming. Like, it's still going to happen. And that he has no way away from it because he helps develop that time machine that she came back in. So it's unavoidable for him
What's wrong?
when she turned off.
It cut out all of a sudden.
Let me see.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
My phone seems to be working just fine. But I can't connect to the Amadeus server.
They raided the lab. She lives in America on a server. No.
Oh no! Don't tell me my watch is broken.
No!
So not fair. I've taken
No.
extra good care of it and everything too.
Do you think the server can be updating or what?
So no one thought to tell me about it. Oh, wait, someone's coming!
They don't have a time machine to fix this.
Is this a prank?
Nobody move!
Okay.
Not again. Please.
Don't end here. Oh my god. It's happening again, just a different way. But they don't have the time leap machine this time. They don't even have the D-mail. They don't even have the phone wave. They do have Suzu's time machine up on the roof, but they can't use it infinitely. Like, they can't repeat like he was doing with the time leap machine. I have no clue what's going to happen here. Wow. I got to keep going.